Hello everyone, welcome to Gaming Extremities. Today I am doing a video game theory on how Pokemon Professor Oak, completed his Pokedex. Now before I get into this, I wanted to state, I am not copying Proto Mario. He is a friend of mine, but this is my own theory. With that being said, there's a theory going around that in order to complete the Pokedex, Professor Oak used legendary Pokemon, Celebi, to travel time to be able to see all the Pokemon. I, however, think there's a much simpler explanation. This very well may even link the game to the anime as well. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's begin with the theoretical quote-unquote production timeline of the Pokédex. Assuming that Professor Oak did research, he probably did a lot of reading as well as doing a lot of field work. He probably has most likely taken sketches or even taken some rough photographs of the different types of Pokemon. But this research is just the beginning. Not only is it due to its rough, unfinished nature, but also because they're just observations. After completing this research trek, enter the plot of Pokemon Snap for the Nintendo 64, regardless if it is or isn't canon. In said game, you ride around taking pictures of Pokemon. If this is indeed the next step in the Pokédex process, then it explains why in Snap epic fire-breathing Charizards get relatively no points, and Professor Oak seems to get a hard-on over plain close, centered pictures. Also, on an unrelated note, you also hatch 3 eggs in the game, each giving birth, or awakening, the 3 legendary birds, Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres in sorts. Now, with environmental behavior logs complete and clear, valid pictures of the Pokemon, enter Red's adventure. In Pokemon Red and Blue, as well as the various other games, the main goal you are presented with as the player is to help complete the Pokédex. In battling with or against, as well as catching all the Pokemon, you are able to complete the Pokédex. This can be supported by the fact that seemingly unknown Pokemon are able to be flawlessly logged at a moment's notice. Now I know everyone is going to say, well, what happened to Red? If it does link to the anime, where is he? What about at the end of Gold and Silver? Why is he on top of Mount Silver? Well, we're almost there, children. Almost. Who's to say that taking on the Pokemon League wasn't just to encounter the strongest Pokemon in the region, and after becoming champion, Red resigned. Now why, you ask? Well, what if he was sent to Johto to play as a Pokemon Snap-like role, or even just to help Professor Elm on expanding the Pokédex? Enter Gold's adventure, but more importantly, Ash's Indigo League adventure. It would explain why Ash's Pokédex is already a know-it-all, as well as why there's really ever only 2 Team Rocket grunts, Jesse and James, ever shown. But I'll go over that another time. As far as why Red was on top of Mount Silver, think of the torment Red would have been dealing with, having been the best trainer in all of Kanto, and walking away from it all. After helping Elm on his way home, he takes a detour, as if to ponder his choices, wondering if he had stayed, what would it be like? Did he make the right choice? Or did walking away really screw him over? When enter Gold just happening through the mountains, ends up stumbling upon Red, who's at the peak. Red, having something to prove, challenges Gold, only to find out that if Red really had remained the champion, he would have lost regardless. With him being able to actually accept that he still wouldn't be champion, he decides to go home. Or possibly even go off to other regions to help other professors, or maybe even become one himself. But we'll go over that another day. With that, I must bring this video to an end. I hope you all enjoyed this theory that I've thrown together. But as always, please remember to like this video, comment with more video ideas, and subscribe for more content. As always, this is Video Ninja, signing off.